Hey guys, this is Magic here, and it's time for an exciting, happy, positive video. I know, even I'm surprised. Honestly, I might have to balance it with just story time with Des about what the hell happened this week. Holy crap. You know it's a good week when the only upside is I'm not dead. Yet. Oh, this is no surprise if you followed me on Twitter. People tried to rip me off huge amounts of money, steal money from me. We had more equipment light on fire, of course, because why not? Accidentally destroyed a masterpiece card. That was awesome. So yeah, not great, but I might have some good news. Maybe. Pretty recently, I had heard that somebody at Wizards said something alluding to, like in an interview or something like that, the fact that they aren't ruling out the fact that they could do some sort of digital redemptions. Now, by digital redemptions, I don't mean the whole I play MTGO, now I'm going to redeem a full set for the physical cards. It's really quite the opposite. I've talked about this in the recent videos, but if you're not familiar with how the Pokemon TCG works, you open up a booster, and I think the very back card or something like that has a code on it. You type in the code on the Pokemon online trading card game, and you get that exact product, a booster from whatever it was. So you buy the physical version, you get the one online for free. People have been requesting this in Magic ever since, well, actually I can actually say before Pokemon even started doing this. People are just sick of buying all their damn cards twice. I mean, that's outrageous. Nobody should have to do that. That's just stupid. It makes Wizards an enormous amount of money. More than 50% of their gross revenue comes from MTGO at the moment. So yeah, smart business decision, but it pisses people off. It's just stupid. If I'm supporting the local gaming store and I'm picking up all the products locally and I'm playing the, paper version and I'm going to F&M maybe, I'm supporting the game. I should get something out of that. In fact, on that note, they used to give out prizes, I believe. That's what I've been told. The Planeswalker points that we're getting, for participating in events, which I'm like level 30 or something. Great. Used to get stuff. Like, you could, trade them in for, I think it was, dice or something, or, sleeves. I think that's what my friends told me. It was quite a while ago, though. Well, now you play paper, you don't get much. I mean, they've got that awesome standard showdown thing where the prizes are 100% sponsored by Wizards. They made the packs, they shipped them out to the stores, came up with the idea, said, hold it, here's the prizes. I think that's great. But, us as players, I mean, besides winning prizes by playing, we should just, get something by playing. And they got the buy a box promo, so it's not like, this is a completely foreign concept or they completely ruled it out. But it would be nice if they returned to a system like before where, participating in structured play and buying paper packs and that kind of stuff actually got you something. Now, maybe your store even has a rewards program. I've heard of that. It's pretty uncommon, but I've heard of it. People have said, yeah, I buy a box and then I get a coupon or I get a discount or I get some points in store and then they can, get me some sleeves or whatever. Those are great, but they're not Wizards' ideas. So wouldn't it be nice if they went full blown with it? Like, you buy a booster pack, you get a booster pack on some kind of online thing. Magic Duels, MTGO, which they'll never do, or the new platform that's coming out called Magic Digital Next, which, by the way, nobody knows anything about. Well, back to what the staff members said. They said they're not ruling it out, and they will tell you if they ruled something out. Like, one interview that I heard about was like, hey, why don't you guys fix foils? We don't want to. Like, we are purposely not fixing it. The end. A little bit of paraphrasing there, but you get it. So if they're not going to fix something, they are very open about it. So what's wrong with the current environment here? Let's just take it all in, analyze it. People don't want to buy cards twice. MTGO is boring, it's awful, the software sucks. It's now more expensive to play MTGO than it was, months ago. So the latest update sucks. Treasure chests are crap. Everybody's pissed. Nobody wants to play MTGO. Everybody's leaving. Magic Duels is kinda dumb, kinda slow, it's kinda new player oriented. It's not bad, people kinda like it. It's somewhat well designed, but people can just outright cheat at it, like literally cheat. Like, there's something you can do with X spells that hasn't even been fixed yet. You can somehow illegally set X to be 100 and then just drop out 100 things or do 100 damage or something and just win the game illegally. Last I heard, they haven't patched that yet. So it's a non-working newbie piece of crap that can't even touch MTGO. Someone also told me they thought you could only put one mythic in your deck, and that's it. Or one copy of a mythic or something like that. I don't know if that's true, but I think there's all kinds of artificial limits, and something about like if you win a booster, you get a free booster, it doesn't contain certain cards on purpose. Those are only from the paid ones. Never confirmed if that was true yet or not, but it is the dummy basic version of Magic. So there's something coming out in the middle in 2017 called Magic Digital Next. Nobody knows anything about it. But let's look at Paper Magic. It costs too damn much. I mean, we're talking $1,000 decks in the Tarkir block, okay? That is unacceptable. Nobody can afford that. Okay, some people at my LGS, my old one, clearly could afford that because that's what they were running, but they're jerks. They will run anything to win. They're obsessed with winning. They'll cheat to win. They'll buy their way to a win. They'll do anything. I hate those people. So those are the undesirable players, and that's who was left playing after Tarkir, unfortunately. So what did they do? Well, they printed Kaladesh with Masterpiece cards. And they even came out and said themselves, Masterpiece cards are going to make Paper Magic and Standard cheaper because collectors will want them, rich people will want them, maybe Commander players will want them, just whoever wants to buy them can buy them, but there are regular versions that are cheaper. You know, simple. Just you don't have to have them, but they're worth money. That is the most brilliant, most proper solution to making Standard cheaper, and making Standard cheaper stacked with I don't want to buy my cards twice on MTGO. You know, they just need to lower the price of Magic total, but they're not going to make less money. You're not going to see $80 booster boxes, okay? They're not about to just slash the prices across the board to try and get more people to buy into Magic. There are also various reasons why that wouldn't actually work. So here's the thing. Well, what does all this evidence and all these problems point to as a potential solution where everybody wins? Obviously, digital redemption cards, like literally just copy Pokemon. Now, are they going to have like some kind of dumbed down version of MTGO that's still smarter than Magic Duels? I don't know. I mean, that's three awfully similar products if you ask me. I'll get into what I think Magic Digital Next will realistically be at the end of this video though, but in the meantime, let me just say that on day one-ish of the release of Kaladesh, every single pack was worth about $3.92, and 59 cents of it was the Masterpiece cards. Now that's full-blown retail, it's not real, doesn't take into account shipping, etc., but give or take, that's what it was. So what percentage is that? What did they shave off? It's almost exactly 15%. So 15% of the value of one standard pack of Kaladesh was the Masterpieces, so if you didn't want the Masterpieces, theoretically, Standard would be 15% cheaper for you, and I think that it was that and more. I mean, nothing in Kaladesh was worth anything. Look at Panharmonicon. That was in multiple top winning decks, and it hit like $11 or $12, and now it's like $2.50. On eBay, I should say. It's fluctuating pretty quickly, but that's insane. I mean, I've never seen something crash that quick in my life. Or nothing that's, I should say, still popular as far as I know. I'm surprised Chandra is still like $18 or something. So just think about this though. In the typical Pokemon booster pack, which is priced roughly about the same as a booster pack in Magic, the digital codes in general just blanket price. It's kind of like a foil land. They're always $1. They've always been $1. They probably always will be $1. Yeah, they fluctuate slightly up and down, but $1 is like the standard price for a digital redemption code. Or to say a code for one single booster. Okay, well, let me wave my magical wand of theoretical possibilities. Is it just me, or does that totally sound like the name of the next Harry Potter movie? There's gonna be 4 more of them suckers. Anyway, every Kaladesh pack now has, in addition to exactly how it was launched, one digital redemption code for, I don't know, we'll just say MTGO, to get one Kaladesh booster online, and it's worth $1. Now, Masterpieces are 59 cents, $1 is the digital code. That's about 40% the total EV of one booster. So if you don't care, if you want to sell them, whatever, or, your typical single sellers, they aren't going to go redeem 100,000 code cards online. They're going to sell them. I mean, come on. It's the same with Pokemon. If you're interested and you want to use them, use them. Otherwise, sell them to other people who want to use them, especially if you're a bulk opener. So now, 40% cost reduction in the cost of Paper Magic Standard. I mean, 15 was like, damn, like you can build all kinds of decks for under $50 right now. It's crazy. Even the dual color land fixes are cheap. So the Masterpieces had their intended effect, but you'd be just about tripling that effect with a redemption card. Then it would up Wizard sales, and they're really not giving away anything. I mean, it's a replicatable type of thing. It's like when iTunes sells a digital MP3, it costs them very close to $0.00 to like replicate another copy of an MP3 file, even though I know they're encrypted MP4s. Terrible example. But it's not like they have to produce another copy of that track and burn it to a CD and ship it to a store. They just replicate a digital good on their server. All it costs is electricity, basically, and hardware time and, intangibles. So Wizards would be adding more value to a booster pack that isn't attributed to the actual physical cards in it, as far as playable standard cards, which would reduce the cost of standard even more. So let's think about that. Let's say they did it in the very near future, which I almost guarantee they will do for Amonkhet. I think Amonkhet is going to be when they launch Magic Digital next, whatever the hell it is. It would be so cheap to play standard, and I mean so cheap, and then their popularity would go through the roof for the game, because you could, if you for some reason couldn't leave, you're at work, you couldn't go to F&M, you couldn't go to this and that, Monday Night Modern, Wednesday Commander, whatever's going on, you couldn't go for some reason, car's broken down, you're out of money, whatever, you could still be into Magic, you could still be into standard by playing online. And while you're playing online, you're still picking up local paper copies supporting local stores, because that's where you get your codes. It is absolutely brilliant, and that's why Pokemon is taking off, and that's why Pokemon did it. They knew it would be the greatest thing since sliced bread, and everybody would just jump on it like crazy. I think it's absolutely fantastic. They're kind of raking in money on both ends effectively. They're upping overall sales, upping interest, getting more people into the game, making it more popular. If you want to play digital, great. If you want to play paper, great. If you want to play both, great. It's just perfect. It's the perfect solution. Wizards, you need to do this. So do I think they realistically will do it in the near future? Yes, they have to if they want the game to stay afloat. Simple as that. And the fact that they already kind of confirmed that it's on their radar and they might do it, when might do it usually means they will do it, there you go. They're going to do it. So what do I think Magic Digital Next will look like? Well, there's really 2 to 3 ideas. Some of them are kind of out there. Some of them have some crossover. But one, I would say it's a subscription. Just you pay $9.99 a month and you get unlimited access to all the cards in all of Standard. And you can build any deck. Now, that would just be like a complete net deckathon. Totally wouldn't work at all. It would just be stupid, okay? You can't just let people put whatever they want in their decks and then make them go, when they want to play local, play paper, oh, now you have to buy every copy of this $40 card. They would get so used to just building whatever they want that they would just abandon paper Magic. So that is one way to do it, and it would be obviously drastically different than the other 2 digital products they have right now, but I don't think they'll do it that way. Option 2 is that it's either free or a subscription, or, something like that. It's a recurring payment, but then the only way to get cards are to use the redemption codes. They won't even sell digital boosters at all. It will just be an extension of paper Magic. So you put in some kind of code that you got in your booster, and there you go, you get a booster online. But other than that, if you're not buying paper copies of stuff, then you're not playing on Magic Digital Next. So then whether it's a subscription or whether it's free, it's still promoting the game, it still works, but then it would be completely different than MTGO, just in its basic structure. It would be different enough, and it would also be pretty different from Duels as well. Now, the third option would be completely free, or, an initial download fee, whatever, something like that, but effectively no recurring expense. But it's MTGO, but a little bit more friendly, a little bit better designed, and limited to just Standard. That's it. Because you can play whatever you want on MTGO. You can go back to like Legacy and Commander, whatever, as far as I know. Haven't actually really jumped on MTGO lately. Imagine that. I've actually only ever played the demo, but the way I understand it, you can play Modern and all that on MTGO. So if they took Magic Digital Next and limited it to just Standard, but then you could buy boosters, you could buy cards, you could buy singles, maybe it's a ticket system or something like that. But it was only Standard, nothing but Standard, and then hold like tournaments, paid tournaments, that kind of stuff, but then also integrate the codes. It would be different enough than Magic Duels, which is more kind of mobile appy, very, very basic, very, initial user-friendly, a lot of restrictions, a lot of problems, that kind of stuff. So all the mid-level players, which is who they said they're targeting with this, they would be the ones interested in it, and there you go, works perfectly. You might have noticed all 3 of those business plans require digital redemptions in the packs. I think regardless if any of those 3 solutions are exactly what they're planning to roll out, Making a standard only product makes sense because they sell standard only. Standard is their product. They've said that millions of times. We sell standard. Standard Magic is our product. We care a lot less about modern. We care a lot less about like Commander, even though they literally sell that as a product, and Eternal and modern as well. But leaving out the Masters packs, they said our core product, our core design, our everything, our biggest tournaments, that's standard. That's what we do. That totally makes sense. So why not at the same time try and sell more standard locally paper and then gives people some added value online while locking them into only playing standard online? I think that's what's going to happen. So that's like a little glimpse into the future of, what would happen if they include digital redemptions. And it basically at the end of the day just makes it cheaper to play Magic and it gives you more options. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win because everybody comes out ahead. Everybody is happy. Wizards makes more money. They get more customers. They maintain customers. It's just the perfect solution. So naturally, it's probably not what they'll do. When has Wizards ever done anything that actually worked, was beneficial for the players, was even vaguely smart? Okay. Some of their older decisions were a little bit smart. Like the reserve list, oh my god, no. Not firing Trick Jarrett, not the best decision. Leaving anybody that's currently in their high-level management jobs in their jobs, not a good decision. Born of the Gods' entire design, not a good decision. But Standard Showdown and Masterpiece cards, very good decision overall, so who knows. With Wizards, it's a real die roll. You never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates, except some of the chocolates taste like crap. So it's kind of like most of the boxes of chocolates I've eaten. Seriously, Whitman's, get it together. Your chocolates taste like crap. They're like inedible wax. Oh my god. So what do you guys think? Would a 40% reduction in the cost of standard be great along with digital redemptions? Would you love it? Would you play it? Would you participate in it? Or do you just want to go hardcore paper? You're not interested in digital at all. I'd love to hear what the majority of you think of it because, I think I know the community until I ask a question and then read the comment section. It's completely different. So leave what you think of it and I'll see you guys next video.